Can't you? Don't you understand? I've got everything set, and then you just keep
Now you know how I feel every day of our life.
just jabbering. I'm going to start this. Welcome back to the. Well, no, I'm not even welcoming back. We're going to start the intro. So,
Get it together.
hey, it's
Gerald!
hit the intro, will you?
Welcome to the Where's the Focus podcast. WTF is an entertaining yet educational ride with top guests from every industry. Knowing where your focus goes, your energy flows. Hosted by top-selling author, sought-after speaker, leading coach, and high-level executive in the financial industry, Daniel Manginelli. So, WTF.
WT. What do you think of that intro?
WTF.
See, the microphone. Remember, we had a discussion about this.
I know, I don't like it.
But you don't like speaking into the microphone?
I don't.
Yep, that is the truth around this house.
I don't need a microphone, let's face it.
I can't. You got to talk into it. Oh, it's going to bleed into mine.
Well, how about we move it?
No, not right now. Now we're going to, in the middle of the podcast, look, just lean forward a little bit.
I don't like it. It gives me a second chin.
Welcome back to the WTF, Where's the Focus podcast. Better half episode 4. I'm going to increase my subscriptions as always. My viewership is going to go up. My ratings are going to go up because I have the wonderful, the beautiful.
You had a loss of words there.
It's it. Angela Manginelli on the. Look, the kids love you too. I got a question. How come when I do a podcast with you, you send it out to all your friends and they like it and they love it, and when I'm just doing a regular podcast, you don't really send it to anywhere?
No, I don't always.
Not always. Never.
Inundate them with every week with your podcast. And sometimes it's not applicable.
What's not applicable? It's basically just keeping your mindset the right. I mean, I don't understand how it's not applicable.
Well, we're moms. Our mindsets are already right.
No, it's more like this.
Squirrel.
That's probably how you're.
I mean, how's that wrong?
Or it's like this.
Yeah, actually, the second one is probably
that.
better.
Well, I appreciate that. So welcome back to the Where's But. Please subscribe as always when Angela's on, and share it with your friends, and your mom will comment and all your friends will comment, but never on any of my stuff. But you know what? It's that time again that I have to increase my viewership, and here she is. How's your summer going so far?
Good. Just a little busy.
What do you got?
I really have no idea, but it's busy. I do know that. I don't know what's happening from day to day, but lots of sports and beach time.
We're doing a podcast. We have a little bit of time of this. Yeah, you picking up what I put down?
I like the music.
Yeah, baby.
Here we go with the buttons.
sounds-
You know what? That's what it is. It's not the fact that I'm on here. You just use more buttons.
So that
when
gets
I'm
more
on.
viewers? Is that what it is?
Well, I think
Dude,
people-
oh my God, no way.
See? No way. That's not the case.
he's with me, everybody.
That's right. So go ahead. What did you do this summer?
I don't know.
How was your summer vacation?
And there was no vacation in the summer. It was just a lot of driving back and forth. But I am trying to enjoy the last bits because after this week, we don't have any kids in elementary anymore.
Yeah,
I have 2 college kids and a middle schooler.
that's true.
I know. I've been very emotional about it.
Yeah, it is. Well, you went to Disneyland. That was fun.
Yeah. Clock 16,000 steps.
Oh, look at you, you stepping fool, you.
That's the bonus for having.
Didn't you go to? You went to Legoland too, didn't you?
I did not go to Legoland.
You went to that slide park.
No, it's not a slide park. It's a water park.
Oh, got it.
Wild Rivers. Feel free to sponsor us. No.
I think we already paid for the sponsor. We paid for the sponsorship.
We did. We did.
We did go to Sundance. We took a little vacation there too.
We did.
If you missed that podcast, you can go back and watch it. It's
Oh,
a beauty.
Yes, very much so. One of my favorite places. I love Utah.
I thought you were going to say your favorite podcast.
I mean, that too. That too. Well, I love
You
Marshall and Dylan.
you do realize I do a podcast, right?
I do.
Do you? Okay.
I do. I mean, I listen to your motivation every day. I don't know that I need a podcast for it.
Well, that sounded.
Nope.
I veto that. But I do support you in every way.
I appreciate it. So, what are you doing tonight? What do you have tonight?
Oh, big mistake.
What do you got?
I bought 1 million tickets to see Olivia Rodrigo. But I bought it when her last album was out. And I didn't quite understand that she's a singer-songwriter as well. So, as they mature, the lyrics mature.
Right.
And so I bought the tickets, and then I heard the album.
Oh, well,
so
that's funny you say that. You're taking our kid to Olivia Rodrigo, is that right?
I am taking.
Just to kind of give you some lyrics, if you'd like.
Oh.
One of her hit songs is called American Bitch. Forgive and I forget. I know my age and I act like it. Got what you can't resist. I'm perfect, an all-American bitch. With perfect all-American lips and perfect all-American hips. I know my place. I know my place, and this is it.
I am regretting these choices
How's
I
that?
make. I know.
Would you like to explain that to her when it happens? Or?
No, I'm just going to hope that she says what I used to say is watermelon, watermelon.
You don't know the lyrics? Well, just in case you missed that one, Vampire is another hit song that she has.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
She performed that at her piano recital.
I used to think I was so smart, but you made me look so naive. The way you sold me for parts as you sunk your teeth into me. Oh, bloodsucker, fame fucker, bleeding me dry like a goddamn vampire. What is going on?
Back up. I don't think we can say these words, and we might have some trademark infringement, right?
I'm labeled explicit, even though I use probably one word every 6 years, but it's okay. Let's go back to exactly what. So, what are you going to say there as she sings that song? And
Well,
our
she
daughter,
knows all the lyrics because
so our daughter's going to be singing it. She'll be singing. Are you sure you want her to say bloodsucker, fame fucker?
Why do you keep saying that word?
Because I didn't write it.
I know.
I didn't write the song.
Okay, I'm already having anxiety about it, but we spent a lot of money on those tickets, so we're going.
Got it.
I tried to sell them. It didn't happen.
Well,
Sorry, Olivia.
no one wants to hear, about her being an all-American bitch. I just said.
I know. Ugh. I know our sweet child, but she's 11. I think it still goes over her head a little bit.
Well, we'll get everybody who writes in and tells us that you're parenting.
Oh, go ahead. I already know it. There's nothing that you can say that I don't already think. I'm doing my best, people. I'm doing my best.
I think we all are. Isn't everybody doing their
Well,
best?
now they have Spotify. Like when we were kids, we just heard the song on the radio or MTV, and it only came up once every 48 hours. And we didn't really know what they were saying.
No, we kind of knew what they were saying. Like a virgin touched for the very first time. I think we kind of figured that
I didn't know
out.
what that meant. I was just singing the words. You had to buy the album, do you remember, in order to get the lyrics. Now they just look it up on Spotify and it tells them right away. So I'm sure all of these things she's already heard. By the way, there's a spider hanging off right there. Yeah. Anyways, ADHD and
welcome to the Welcome to the WTF.
Squirrel.
Yes.
it doesn't have to be bright and shiny. It just has to be distracting.
Wow.
I can't help it. That's why you love me.
Oh, that is true. I do love you. I've had parenting faux pas, I'm sure. Anything that you can think of?
Oh, so many. So many good ones.
One of them?
Making our sweet Daniel play tackle football, knowing full damn well that was not going to be the sport for him. He's too sweet.
You don't know that was the case. He could have just jumped right into it and loved it. Everybody likes to get hit.
Only you.
Wow. Welcome to the WTF.
All right, we need to scratch this whole one.
Let's go. Yes.
Anyway.
Don't kick me.
I'm like,
under the table.
I'm not liking the direction this one's
That's
going.
okay. Look, no one prepares you to be married. Like one day you're single, and then all of a sudden you say I do, and now you're like married. and like you trying to figure it out the best you can. And no one prepares you for kids for sure, because one day you don't have a kid, and then in 24 hours or less than 24 hours, someone hands you a baby. You don't need a license. You don't need to have said that you read a book. You don't need to know your mental competency, because you lose your ever-leffing crap. No one, and they just hand you a baby and say, "Okay, good luck, good for you. Go raise this kid the best you can raise him." And it turns, that's what it is right there. It turns into one big circus because you have no idea what you're doing.
Do you remember the day that they let us out of the hospital with Amelia?
And you don't want to go, and said, "I can't do this."
I was like, "Did you see me the night before?" Like all hell broke loose in the.
Yeah, you lost your shit in the actual
and you were,
bed.
he was gone. What?
Huh?
Anyways, they handed me Amelia. They were like, "Okay, time to go home." I'm like, "No, it's not. You need to check the time."
Yes, I think I need to stay here a little bit longer.
Yeah, I was not prepared for that. I also wasn't prepared for marriage. They said it was going to be hard, but they didn't define.
Who's they?
I don't know.
You know, everybody says that, by the way.
I know, but they don't really say what they mean.
say the weather's going to be a little foggy today. Who's they?
Well, don't compare them to our weather people, because our weather people.
That's okay, but you're right. I think that no one is prepared. One day you're on and one day you're off. You can read as much as you want, but every child or every marriage and everything, it's hard, man. It's hard. You jump on this train, and when you get on the train, you know, you're trying to figure.
All aboard!
Everybody. These buttons, man. These buttons.
You get on and once you're on, man, you really can't get off. You're going to the.
Well, people can get off.
Yeah, but
they choose to get off.
They choose to, but they didn't get to the final destination, and the final destination is when the happiness comes. So you can get off. Yeah. We're still.
No, they don't get off to get. Wait, no. The train doesn't have to stop for them to find happiness. You should be able to find happiness
as the train's rolling.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I think that's what we're doing.
Oh.
I'm doing this podcast.
Exactly. Well, you're doing this podcast just for ratings for me.
Oh, thanks. I thought you were doing it to spend some quality time. Are you
crazy? That's are you? I don't know. No, I'm doing it because I love you so.
Well, you make me laugh, and I'm laughing right now, so it's a win-win.
It's a win-win. Anything else you got for me?
No. Did you tell everybody that we did a class? We did a marriage class. It was actually pretty fun.
Marriage coaching. We don't go to counseling. We coach.
It wasn't counseling. It was a class. It was actually a class. Yeah. We went, and I was like, "Where were you like 15 years ago?"
Doing this.
No.
Yeah, popping bottles, enjoying life.
Oh, this is true. No. This is a true statement, but it could have helped.
No, it did. It was awesome. I think that if anybody who's listening to this that's married and they have kind of a group setting where you get to talk to other married people and go, "Whoa, I'm not as effed up as that person." Jeez,
no, I didn't take that. I thought
Either did I. It just makes you realize that it's hard, and there's ways not to make it hard, and you have to be together as much as you can and make it as fun as you can, because there's a lot of times that just aren't. It's hard.
Well, who even knew that there were marriage classes or parenting class? I don't know. I just think that everybody should go.
I think Google
at least every couple of years. I know, but I wouldn't have thought, if you didn't bring it up, I don't know that I would have thought
true.
To do it. And it was so great. Like most things.
Most things you do with me?
No, most things when you're trying to better yourself. It leads you down a path maybe that wasn't the intended path, but there's always a direction that comes, right? I felt like we learned more about what we did not do as parents than we did about our actual marriage. I feel like our marriage is in a good place.
Yeah.
But
parenting's hard. Parenting's hard when they're newborn, when they're 1, when they're 5, when they're 7, when they're 11, when they're 18 and 20 right now, it's still hard.
Yes.
I mean, you still want the best for them. You still want them to achieve at the highest level they can achieve. You want them to be their best, but then you don't want to feel like some nuclear parent that's just on them for everything, that you're not living up to your full potential. Be better, do better, have more, be more. And then you try to lay off, and then all of a sudden you realize, like, what were you doing? Where were you last night? You didn't come. What are you talking? It's just an ongoing.
You can never fully brake or fully put the gas pedal down. You kind of have to,
But this isn't a parenting podcast. This is about, where your focus goes, your energy flows. So let's,
for moms, though, focus is always on the family.
Oh, because this is the one the moms are going to listen to, because you'll finally forward it to somebody. So I appreciate that.
I'm making it relevant.
I understand. Now I understand what's happening. She's spinning it back, so when she sends it to her friends, that they go, "Oh, look, he has a podcast. He's so cute, and he does it, and it's all about parenting."
Yeah, but the cuss words we could have done without.
I didn't write it. I was just reading it. I was reading lyrics. I didn't throw an F-bomb out just randomly.
I know. Especially the ones
I'm not the one
cater.
taking my daughter to the concert. I'm just saying,
I know. I remember the first time I went to a Britney Spears concert. The moms and the daughters were both dressed. Ooh, quite atrocious. I wasn't sure. So we're not doing that. We're going to dress
appropriate. What does Olivia Rodrigo usually wear?
I don't know. I don't know that I've ever really seen her other than her album cover.
What was she wearing in her album cover?
Oh, and I did see her on the Grammys.
Oh, okay. I thought it was blood all over her or something.
I know, but I'd already bought the tickets.
Well, right to what I was saying. What was it again?
I know.
Oh, blood.
Hit me up if you want those tickets.
But they've got 2 hours, and by the time this comes out tomorrow, it's going to be
I forgot about that.
I'll give you an update. How about an update tomorrow about the Olivia Rodrigo concert?
All
right. What are you looking forward to? What are you looking forward to in the next couple months besides having me as a husband?
I don't know if I'm looking. Well, I'm excited for McKenna. I don't know if the kids appreciate us talking about them on a podcast, but she doesn't. But she knows I love her. So I'll just say, McKenna, if you're listening, I am so excited for you. She's going off. She's going to go away to school. And as scary as it is for us, I just think it's such a great opportunity for her. She's at a great university. And we'll see what happens. I think her little wings are getting ready to take flight.
North Carolina's a long way away. I know.
I know, don't make me cry. So we got to get past, well, I don't know if we'll get past it, but we got to get over that hump. And then we've got to get over the hump that the littlest is in middle school. And really this next week and a half that's really my main focus.
Yeah, this is going to go quick. I leave this week to take her to school. And then Daniel goes to school after that. And then Amelia starts school after that. And
in between, but either way.
In between what?
Amelia starts in between. See, this is...
Well, then it's just going to be...
Someone has to manage the calendar. Otherwise...
Then it's just going to be me and you in the house, though.
The buttons.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Please, I'm going to remove that button.
That one?
Yes.
Just that one.
Anyways, I don't know if any of this has been entertaining for anybody, but...
Well, to be your friends, because they're going to listen to it. How about I just talk to your friends? Please subscribe, like, and share. It costs you nothing. It helps me out bunches. So all of Angela's friends, hit the subscribe button. And until next week, my WTFers, as always, please have some fun and make some dreams come true.